What's going on, guys? The Iron Jesse here, and welcome back to my new LEGO Marvel minifigure collection video. And today, I'm going to show you guys all of the Spider-Man 2099 minifigures that LEGO has made so far for the theme itself. So we have all three figures for the lineup itself. We have the 2019 version, the 2025 version based off of the Across the Spider-Verse movie, and the one that released in the beginning of this year, which is the 2026 version. So I'm going to show you guys each of the three different versions of Spider-Man 2099 that LEGO has made for the different sets for the lineup itself. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started by taking a look at the 2019 version all the way up to Here is our first ever Spider-Man 2099 minifigure. So this is the one that released in the Spider-Crawler set back in 2019. And I gotta say, he looks pretty cool since they really capture the design for him, that how he usually looks in the comics from the past years for Spider-Man. So I really love his torso printing with that Spider-Man 2099 Spider logo, and I totally adore it. So it looks so freaking amazing. I love like the red color scheme with that skull design, also like the faint detailing. It looks phenomenal. I love the printing design for his abs, the light blue spots on the chest, and even the center part of the torso, as well as the left to right side of it. The face printing looks good since I love the red eye lenses for him, since I love like the light blue spots for him, since I did a minifigure comparison video with the 2026 version that I already did. So yeah, I just really love the design for that, but I wish they gave him some detailing for the legs and give him some side arm printing and a web cape to complete the look. But at least the figure himself looks good. I just totally did like the detailing for him. It looks very phenomenal. And here's what the back, head, and torso printing looks like. So I love like the continuation pattern with the light blue spots on the back head printing, and same thing for the back torso printing with the black lining texture for like his like abs, I should say, like that flexible look for his back, and also everything else looks pretty dang good in my opinion. So they really crushed it with the design for the figure. So I just really adore the 2019 version of Miguel O'Hara, since I love the design for the Spider logo and also the face printing. But I wish they gave him some more detailing for like his arms, like give him some side arm printing, a web cape, and some detailing for the legs. But this is still a good figure. So that is it for the 2019 version. Now let's move on to the Across the Spider-Verse version. So here is the Across the Spider-Verse version from last year from the CMF series, and this has to be my favorite version of Miguel O'Hara that LEGO has made so far for the lineup itself, since this figure is incredibly detailed and it is literally movie accurate. So I love the face printing with the red eye lenses for him, and we have the dark blue spots, some of them for like the center part of his face. But I mean, look at this. They just totally crushed it with the printing for his face, and the torso printing, it looks so good. I love the spider logo for him. I love the design for his abs and that light blue lighting texture design for the color scheme for it. It looks so good. And I love the light blue spots for the hip printing and the leg printing, and also some of the detailing for the legs too, like the toe printing and also some of the detailing for that V-shaped lining texture in red. And wow, this looks so phenomenal. And he has side arm printing, so that looks so good. They just crushed it right here. So I love the printing for both of his left and right arm, which looks so outstandingly perfect. So I just love like the design for him. They just totally knocked it out of the park for this minifigure. So yeah, this has to be like the best Spider-Man 2099 minifigure that LEGO has ever made for the theme itself. And I love like that design for his mask. And yeah, it looks pretty movie accurate, as I mentioned. And I love the toe printing too. So yeah, they just really know the design for the printing for the toes, hip, leg, torso, face, and arm printing. So I totally love the design for that. And here's what the back of him looks like. So he has some back head printing, which you can see right here with the light blue spot pattern right here. And I love the plastic pixelized cape. It is So amazing. That has to be like the best part for the minifigure himself. I love like that translucent plastic kit with that red pixelized detailing right here. And we move it like this. Here's what his back torso printing looks like. They just crushed it with that back torso printing. I love like that detailing with the light blue spots and lining textures and also everything else for the figure. And by the way, if you guys don't want him wearing the mask, he does come with a Miguel O'Hara face. Let me just yank it off just like this. And here's the head. So this is what the Miguel O'Hara headpiece looks like. So I love the hairpiece for him. That is the Han Solo hairpiece in dark brown. It looks pretty nice for what we're seeing. And the face printing for him looks good with that smile or smirk expression. And here's his second face where he gets really raged out since he is trying to beat the crap out of Miles from that chase scene from the movie. So that is a very great figure. This has to be my favorite from the lineup itself because they totally know the design for him and also everything else for the character himself. So that is it for the Across the Spider-Verse version from last year. Now let's move on to the new one. Here is the new one from this year that released in the new Miles Morales set back in January. So I really love the nice look for the 2026 version, and this is not Miguel O'Hara. This has to be his son from the lineup itself, because I always keep thinking that is usually Miguel O'Hara in that suit, but no, since I've seen people done their set reviews from the new Miles Morales set already, since some of the other Lego YouTubers says that has to be Miguel's son, but not Miguel O'Hara himself. But anywho, I love the design for the face printing with the red eyes and also some of that light blue spot pattern on his forehead, and I really love the design for the eyes right here since I did a comparison with the 2019 version already, if y'all may or may not know this, but I love the black lining texture for like the inner part for both of the eyes, and they crush it with the torso printing too. So I love the different look for the spider logo for him since it is in the like scorpion look in my opinion because of the way it turns out. But yeah, the spider logo looks very good in that white look since it is pretty nice. And I love the black lining textures for both of the left and right side of the torso. And we have some of the light blue spots on it. So we have one on the top part of the torso for the chest and even on the left or right side of the body. But I wish they gave him some sidearm printing and some leg detailing as I mentioned already, because it's a pretty dull without it since he deserves more detailing just like the CMF series version from Across the Spider-Verse. But at least I really adore some of the detailing for the face and torso printing and spinning him around to the back. Here's what the back of the figure looks like with the back torso and head printing. So the back head printing for him looks good since we had the rest of the continuation from the light blue spot pattern for the back of his head. And I love the back torso printing with that web cape, which is pretty awesome. And we have some of the light blue spots on the bottom part for the back torso printing for the character himself. So very great figure overall. It's same thing that I said with the 2019 version. It deserves some arm printing and some leg detailing to complete the look, but at least this is a phenomenal minifigure. So that is it for all of the figures. Now let's go ahead and wrap this up. These are all of the Spider-Man 2099 minifigures that LEGO has ever made so far for the lineup itself. And these are pretty cool figures, but honestly, I really adored the Across the Spider-Verse version from last year based off of that CMF series that I really like. Since that figure is incredibly detailed with the torso printing, hip printing, toe printing, leg printing, arm printing, and even both of the face prints for the Miguel face and the Spider-Man 2099 mask, as well as that freaking cape, man. I just totally adored it. The 2019 version is still a good figure, but I wish they gave him some sidearm printing and some detailing for the legs to complete the look, but I totally adored the face and torso printing because that is how he normally looks from the comics, as we all know and love. But yeah, I just really love that design for him. And the one from this year that released in the Miles Morales mech back in January, this past January, is still a good figure since I love that nice look for the spider logo. It gives me that scorpion vibe as I mentioned, but I still have some of the detailing with the black lining texture and some of the light blue spots on the left and right side of the torso itself. And I love that webbing cape for his back torso printing. That looks phenomenal, but I still wish they gave him some side arm printing and some detailing for the legs, just like how I said with the 2019 version. But the face printing looks very good. And like I said, that is Miguel's son, not Miguel O'Hara, as usual. Because, like I said, I heard some of the other Lego YouTubers said that while they reviewed the Miles Morales mech for their own videos. But anywho, I just totally dig all these figures. But again, I just can't stop talking about the 2025 Across the Spider-Verse version of him. That has to be the best of them all, since they totally knocked out of the park for the design for the suit, because it is 100% movie accurate for the film itself, which is the Across the Spider-Verse film. But yeah, I just totally dig everything else for these minifigures, since they are very nice and detailed. Love the printing for their faces and torsos and also everything else. But that is all we have right here for these minifigures. And hopefully Lego will make another Spider-Man 2099 minifigure in the future in that red and white design, because I would love to see that happening for the lineup itself. So I don't have anything else to say, but that is just my minifigure collection for all three of the different versions of Miguel for the lineup itself. So that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new, hit that notification bell, the same button, and don't forget to Hulk smash that comment section down below. And tell me in the comments what you guys think about these minifigs for the lineup. I'll see you later.